Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Lord willing, fall upon all your houses. I'm going to read this again, Romans 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. And the reason I bring this out, man, is because of this, right? It says, this is on the Newsbreak app. It says, long-awaited Fed digital payment system to launch in July. Hey, this thing is real, man. You know, Habakkuk 2 and 3, right? The end shall speak, man. You know, you got a lot of camps that are saying that the charagma, the MO to the TB is, you know, other than anything other than the, you know, the micro C hip, the RFID micro C hip, right? That little rice grain and brain disc that they got, you know, going out right now, man. You know, when prophecy is speaking, right, that the proper breakdown of the MO to the TB is the micro C hip, man, which the elder apostles of Great Millstone have been saying for decades, man, right? And more now is it speaking, right? More now is the Lord confirming, right, his prophets, man, confirming the word of his prophets, right, which is really confirming his own word, man. Right, because it's, you know, the Lord speaks through the ministry of the prophets, man. You know, so here we are, man. Here we are. We're in the time of Revelations 13 and 16, man. You know, so I'm gonna read this article. It's very short. I'm gonna read this article, get a couple presets, and we'll get out of here. Right? It says long-awaited Fed digital payment system to launch in July, and that's in a couple months, man. 3 months to be exact. Right? And we don't know exactly when. You know, in July, it's going to come out near the beginning or near the end. It doesn't matter, right? Or even if they push it out a month or two, man, right? And it's beautiful because our beloved elder apostle Tahar, right, through his spirit and power, Yahweh Shemel Shah, had deemed this year, what, man? The year, the hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass, right? And we're starting to see, you know, in this year alone, right, we're only in the 3rd month, man. You know, and shit's already hitting the fan heavily, man. You know, it says key points, right? It says FedNow, the Federal Reserve digital payment system, will debut in July. The system will allow bill payments, money transfers, and other consumer activities to move more rapidly and at lower cost. And as we read this, you know, as we read this article, man, you're going to see Esau ultimately plays on, you know, this generation, man, and their whole mentality of I want it now, me, I type mentality, man. You know, it says right now, it says the Federal Reserve's digital payment system, which it promises will help speed up the way money moves, will debut in July. FedNow, as it will be known, will create a leading edge payment system that is resilient, adaptive, and accessible. And the reason why, you know, Esau has to use certain words like this is because, Esau has been, you know, ultimately making these claims that this old system, this old payment system is ultimately obsolete. It can be hacked, you know, it could be this, that, and the third, right? Well, you're going to have people that sit there and say, well, what makes this system, the new system, different from the other, right? And then Esau is going to use these words, right? It's resilient, right? It's adaptive, it's accessible, right? So he's gonna ultimately, you know, build it up as if it's this new, better, you know what I mean, a system that he's coming out with. When in reality, it's basically just another form of the same system, man. You know, it's the same fiat currency, but in digital form. It's the same scant measure that this damn devil is ultimately, you know, pushing out to you people, man. You know, there's no difference, man. You know, it's just all lies and bullshit, man. As we read in, Psalms the 10th chapter, John 8:44, many other precepts that tell you that this damn devil is nothing but a fucking liar, man. Nothing but a fucking liar. Excuse my Swahili, man. It says, we're jumping down. It says the system will allow bill payments, money transfers such as paychecks and disbursements from the government, as well as a host of other consumer activities to move more rapidly and at a lower cost according to the program's goals. Participants, it says participants, actually, we'll skip that. It says, with the launch drawing near, we urge financial institutions and their industry partners to move full steam ahead with preparation to join the FedNow service. And this is what you're going to see, right? You're going to see a lot more of your, your regular, the company that you might work for, the bank that you use, so on and so forth. All these different, businesses are ultimately going to start switching over, man. And that's going to cause, a lot of problems, man. Right? Because now, when a business gets a new system, right? They go through a whole, what is that? Stretch of, the chaos, man, having to switch over, having to, take all the information and put it in, right? A lot of stuff gets lost in that transition, man. A lot of stuff, man. So again, there's going to be a lot of problems just getting into this system, just getting into, that switchover, man. So you can best believe that you're going to see a lot more problems. People missing money, right? People, just not being able to access any of their money. They might be able to see it, they might have it, but they're not able to access it, right? Again, it's just a plethora of different problems that are ultimately going to arise, man. Again, with this new system that Esau's coming out with, man. And it's beautiful because the brother Yuwana has sent me a video that the brother Fisher turned Hunter, right? And that's his YouTube channel, all one word, Fisher turned Hunter, right? Had ultimately done, going in on how there's, anti-digital currency protests happening over there in France right now, man. Because again, this so-called system that they're going to set up, right, is ultimately, built around control. It's built around, Esau, Edom wanting to be God, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not ignorant of Satan's, his evil intent, his evil purpose, man. We understand why he's coming out with this new system. It's all for control, to monitor and to control you people, man. Let's grab this real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians. So I can't scroll too fast. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. The point says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? So Esau has this, this fucking, Napoleon complex, pride, mixed with a whole bunch of other things, that is the ingredients for him thinking that he can really set himself up as the Most High. When he's just a man. Matter of fact, he's the basis of man, right? So he's the lowest out of all the nations the Lord has created, man. And this damn devil is really trying to set himself up to be a ruler forever, man. He wants to be the Most High, man. Really bad. And this is why you see him coming out with this new system, man. It says, dropping down, it says institutions that participate in the program will have 7-day, 24-hour access as opposed to a system currently in place that closes on weekends, right? It says, right, playing on, again, the consistency, the availability, right, the convenience, right? They're playing on all these different factors, man, which a lot of people, have that type of mentality. So people are going to eat this up, man. People are going to eat this up, right? It says program advocate says it will get money out to people much more quickly. For instance, they said government payments like those issued in the early days of the Crown Vic Royale would have been credited to accounts immediately rather than days it took to reach people, right? So, people are going to get their unemployment faster. People are going to get their food stamps faster. People are going to get, the stimulus, their refunds. Everybody going to get all these things a lot faster, which that I'm not opposed to that either, man. right? But the average person, right? Because Esau is going to sit here and he's going to come up with this system. But at the same time, he's coming up with this system and bringing out this system. He's killing the old system, right? Which is eventually going to force you people, right, to switch over, man. Right, so he's gonna give you that ultimatum. Oh, well, you know, if you want to continue to have these benefits, if you want to continue to have these different things, well, you're gonna have to take this, right? So Esau's gonna have to see this damn devil, man. He's gonna slide that in there, man. You know, he's telling you, oh no, the system is gonna be the same. You know what I mean? The same type of system. You're gonna have your car, you got this, that, and the third, right? Not knowing, right, that he's lying straight to your face, man. But again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Those that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with, right? You're able to see right through this damn devil's plans, right? That in 2 Corinthians 2:11, right? We're not ignorant of his devices, man. We know what's coming. We know what's next. We know what's going to happen, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And that was basically it. You know, obviously that's the end of the article. But yeah, man, this is the time that we are in. Right, Esau Edom is going to rule out this charagma, man. You know, again, it's a Habakkuk 2 and 3, man. At the end, it shall speak and not lie, man. You know, matter of fact, let me grab a couple more precepts. And we'll get out of here. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth," right? When you go to that word causeth, man, it goes into what? And he make, right? To make, to force, right? To cause one, too, right? It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. You know, so again, this is something that Esau eventually is going to make everybody, right? Those that are in the prisons, those that are out of the prisons, the homeless, right? Everybody, the average people, the rich, everybody's going to have to take this charagma, man. You know, and it's not talking about white women. It's not talking about sin. It's not talking about, you know what I mean, sanctions, embargo. No, it's talking about the RFID micro C hit, man. It's talking about the brain chip that they're coming out with, man. Right? This is what it's talking about, man. And again, it's speaking, right? It says, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the MARK or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And again, Esau, at the same time as him ruling out this new system, right? Which he's ruling it out everywhere. It's not just here in America, right? He's ruling it out really all over the world, right? Because this is part of his whole agenda, right? A one world currency, a one world government, a one world so-called religion, and so on and so forth. Everything is basically, put into the hands of the elites openly, But it says, and no man might buy or sell. So again, at the same time that he's coming up and bringing out this new system, he has to kill the old system, man. So again, a lot of people are going to be affected. A lot of people are going to lose out on a lot in this transition, man. Right? There's going to be uproars of the people, right? Which again, you already seeing, right? But again, this is the scriptures say that, that greater evils that thou hast seen shall happen hereafter, man. Roughly paraphrasing 2 Edges 14 and 16, man. Matthews 24 and 8, all of these are the beginning of the sorrow. So everything is going to get worse, man. Everything is going to get worse. And again, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are warning you what's coming, right? And not only warning you what's coming, but warning you not to take this charagma, man. Do not take this charagma no matter what. Trust and believe in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Call upon those names. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Acts 4 and 12. Look that up. There's no other name given whereby we shall be saved. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And I'll grab this. Revelation 14 and verse 9. As soon as you always, when you bring out Revelation 13 and 16, man, you always gotta complement it with Revelations 14. Right, just to back that up, right? Proving that the Lord will destroy those who take this charagma, right? Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his MARK in his right hand or in his forehead, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's right, man. Right. And ultimately, worshiping the beast and his image, right? Is basically, likened unto you, how do I say this, man? Ultimately, you worshiping the beast in his image and receiving the MARK, they're ultimately one thing, man, right? Because if you do worship that image, right? If you do worship the image of the beast, and you're ultimately going to take the Karagma, man, So that ultimately is, just basically one big old blob together, man. But the image of the beast is going into the philosophy, right, of this world, man. The philosophy of Esau Edom, that wine, man. And the MRK is going into that the Karagma, man. So you taking that, man. That's gonna lead to your death, man. You falling after the ways of this world is going to lead to you receiving the Kragma, and you receiving the Kragma is going to lead to you being put to death, man. That's just the bottom line, man. So don't take that Kragma. Period, point blank. Do not take that Kragma. Do not take the RFID micro C-hip, no matter what Esau Edom tells you or threatens you. Hey, come on, man. Because he's going to do anything and everything that he can, man, to get you to take this Kragma, to get you to be on his side. But at the end of the day, the Lord said what? He gave us not the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind, right? So walk in the faith of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai all the day long, man, So that's all I really wanted to get, man. I just want to touch on that real quick, man. Just point it out, man. We're here, man, right? Esau about to completely rule out this whole system, man. You're going to see this old system start to completely crumble here in the next couple months, man. So with that, Lord will is edifying, Lord will straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Until next time, I say shalom.